Don't come back. Alright. Alright, before we go digging around for the secret room, we should take important things we might need with us. Come to think of it, there's no real harm in how much stuff we take. If he catches us even with one item, we're dead. So let's just take everything that's suspicious with us. Just take all. Dropping your hands and knees, you reach under the bed and retrieve all of your possessions. Alright, let's do this. Who knows when we might need all of these important things? I still want to kill that cat. I do love cats, though. Don't worry. It's an evil cat. It, like, kills babies.
Cats are not innately evil.
Yes, they are. No, they're not.
We should take the wand with us.
But that one is. Yes, we should. And then we need the key.
Just into the creepy room.
Okay. You unlock the oak cabinet using the brass key. You take the magic wand. It can mean death if he finds you without it. Oh, and he blows it. Alright, so the book said that you have to pull books in a certain order. There's the book. This one. It was day 12. Yeah. I don't know, there's 4 different symbols.
Yeah, but how do we even...
I don't know. Well, it's 5 by 2. So... Carefully examining the bookshelf, you notice something unusual about one of the volumes. Only the spines are apparent, and they seem to be stuck together. What is this? Something unusual about these books, though you've never read one in depth. You seem to lack just that. Okay, what's this mark? There's something unusual. Oh, okay, it says the same thing. Alright. I can't quite make out what they say. Insult at the something. Behold. No, it doesn't. I can't quite make out what they say. I don't know. Oh, hey! That's all you need to do. There are 5 levers arranged in a row. If you have a feeling random selection won't help you. But they have all the symbols. So we just need to check the order in which they are in, as listed in this book. Alright, so S, K, 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 S, 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 V, K, dash. Alright, so S, K, 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 S, first 5, and then we'll check for the next 5. S, S, V, K, dash. S, S, V, K, dash. Oh yeah! Trapdoor is open and awaiting your descent. Well, let's do it then. We quickly pull the levers in the correct sequence. Oh, didn't want to do that. No, no, we wanted to pull it. No, open it. Open it, you idiot. Why aren't you opening it already? Every surface is dust-free. Yes. Oh, God, why isn't it working? Alright, let's leave and come back. Maybe it'll work then. Alright, scan your bookshelf. Come on. No, stop doing that. Unfortunately, the box is too far away. No, 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 what are you doing? No, quickly pull the lever. Oh, it's these blue books down here.
Okay.
Good to know. Now we know what we need to click on. Oh, this looks a little dangerous. Steps are made of narrow, rough stones, crudely constructed. Alright, well, let's try to be careful. Ooh, creepy. Some boxes lie next to the shelves. These shelves are filled with numerous items. Yes, I guess that's all we're getting. This is a chest sitting next to the shelves. There's a desk and a stool sitting in the corner. Burning torch throws flickering shadows across the walls, making the room even more ominous. Perhaps this was Manannan's previous pet. The shelves hold skeletons of small animals and birds, some human skulls and bones, and other odd instruments whose use you do not know. Numerous items are strewn about the desk. It's apparent the wizard doesn't clean down here. It's a book. Atop the oak table is a rather large leather-bound book, a mortar and a pestle, a little brazier, Holding charcoal, a flint, measuring cups, beakers, flasks, and stirrers. Alright.
Okay.
Well, let's search the boxes. Boxes are sealed tight. Search the shelf. Those balls are unmarked. There are a few things that interest you, though. Like what? Apparently, yeah, we're not going to find out. Oh, hey, there we go. You pick up the bottle labeled Nightshade Juice and take it with you. That's dangerous. Pick up the bottle labeled Saffron and take it with you. Pick up the bottle labeled Toadstool Powder and take it with you. Take the bottle labeled Toad Spittle. Here we go. Pick up the empty flask and take it with you. Many bottles are unmarked. Alright, does anything else look interesting on the shelf here?
The yellow thing at
That
the
one.
bottom.
Pick up the bottle labeled ground fish scales and take it with you.
The yellow one on the bottom.
Yellow one? No. Alright, we are shelf hunting. Pixel hunting, come on, give us more stuff. We like more stuff. Alright, I guess not. Alright, let's open the chest. It's locked.
Yeah, key.
There's nothing that looks awfully useful on that desk. Alright, well, let's try the key. I doubt it'll work. Can't use that item there. Oh well. There's nothing awfully useful on the desk. Alright, what about over here on the shelf? Nothing. You're not really collecting fossils and the like. Some things are better left on the shelf. Alright, I guess that's just for design. So you're not a wizard, you know better than to go poking around such things randomly. This is dangerous stuff. Alright. Well, let's check out this book over here. You take a closer look at the wizard's work table. Interesting. Mortar and pestle await the magic of muscle power. The charcoal brazier sits on the desk. A flint is used for lighting the brazier. Covered with gold trimmings, the old book's leather cover is cracked and worn, its pages yellowed and brittle. The title, however, is clear, The Sorcery of Old. You eagerly thumb through page after page of what you assume to be magic formulas. The ink of the old handwriting is faint and barely readable. Most of the formulas are indecipherable, but a few are in a language you know. You treat the old book with great care, as you can tell it contains recipes for some very old and powerful magical spells. Your hands shake as you realize this book could be the key to your escape from the evil Manannan. Understanding the language of creatures. Pour 1 thimbleful of dew into a bowl. Place 1 tuft of fur from any animal into the bowl. Add 1 rounded spoonful of ground fish scales. Place 1 dried reptile skin into the bowl. Drop 1 small feather from any bird into the bowl. Mix bowl's contents with your hands until they become doughy. Recite the following. Fur of beast and reptile skin, with scale and feather two thrown in. Grant me sense to comprehend animals of water, earth, and wind. Wave a magic wand over bowl. Separate dough into 2 pieces and place into ears.
I don't think they have any dew.
That's rather complicated. This is the first page. I'm going to go up here just so it pauses it so it doesn't waste time. Alright, flying like an eagle or a fly. Put 1 pinch of saffron into a jar of rose petal essence. Recite the following. Spirits of air, cloud and breeze, lend me your wings that I may seize the opportunity to fly. Allow me passage through the sky. Wave a magic wand over the jar of essence. To activate the spell at a later time, dip an eagle feather into the essence, if you wish to become an eagle. Dip a pair of fly wings in the essence, if you wish to become a fly. To return to your own form, recite the following verse. So ends my fun, my flight's now done.
Oh, you can them.
Yeah. Teleportation at random. Grind 1 spoonful of salt grains with a mortar and pestle. Grind 1 sprig of dried mistletoe in the mortar. Rub 1 smooth stone of unusual color in the mixture. Kiss the stone. Recite the following. My kiss so tender I now give, so that I may have a chance to live. Seeking a place of trouble, less when my smooth stone I shall caress. Wave a magic wand over the stone. To cast a spell, rub the stone. Causing a deep sleep. Grind 3 acorns with a mortar and pestle. Put acorn powder in a bowl. Put 1 cup of nightshade juice into the bowl. Stir the mixture with a spoon. Light a charcoal brazier. Boil the mixture until the nightshade juice is almost gone. Remove the mixture from heat. Spread mixture on table and wait until dry. Recite the following. Acorn nightshade together mixed, concoction of a deep sleep fixed. In places of much lesser light, you bring to them a long good night. Wave a magic wand over the powder. Put the powder in a pouch for safekeeping. Enhancing musical talent. This is a useful concoction for the more musical of the magically inclined. Add 1 handful of hot, dry sand to a glass flask filled with seawater. Place 1 handful of fertile soil to the flask. Shake the flask to mix the contents thoroughly. Wave a magic wand over the flask. Recite the following. Earth-bearing fruit from one's toiling hands, with patience of timeless, swift, shifting sands. swirl through endurance, soak salty with seas, permit me to please all music leads. This draft comes in handy. It functions when the entertainment is poor or non-existent. Administer just prior to the event and prepare for one memorable performance. Brewing a storm. Put 1 cup of ocean water in a bowl. Light charcoal brazier. Slowly heat bowl, do not boil, and remove. Put 1 spoonful of mud in the bowl. Add 1 pinch of toadstool powder to the bowl. Blow into the hot brew, recite the following. From nature I now call on thee, the power of the land and sea. When brew is stirred, all should be warned, the might of the approaching storm. Wave a magic wand over brew, pour the storm brew into a jar. To activate the spell, stir with finger and recite stormy brew, churn anew. To deactivate the spell, recite stormy brew, calm, renew. Becoming invisible. Cut a cactus with a knife. Squeeze the cactus juice onto a spoon. Place the cactus juice in a bowl. Put 1 jar of lard into the bowl. Add 2 drops of toad spittle to bowl. Stir the mixture with a spoon. Recite the following. Juice of cactus and toad spittle. Upon myself but just a little. With flame and moisture both present, I shall become most transparent. Wave a magic wand over the bowl. Put ointment into the empty lard jar. To cast the spell, rub the ointment onto your body in a place where there is both fire and mist. Makes enough for 1 application. Turning another into a cat. Grind 1 dried mandrake root with a mortar and pestle. Put mandrake root powder into a bowl. Put 2 spoons of fish oil into the bowl. Put 1 small bowl of cat hair in the bowl. Stir the mixture with a spoon. Dough will be oily. Put the dough on the table. Alright, apparently we really need mandrake root because I think we have everything else.
We don't have a
Chicken feather, small black cat. There we do.
We need the seawater.
No, for this formula.
Oh, yeah.
2 spoons of fish oil.
Yeah.
1 small ball of cat hair. Stir the mixture with a spoon. We have that. We just need a mandrake root.
We can do the one where we make, we're talking animal.
Okay, I guess we could do that. Alright. Most of the formulas are okay. Talk to the animals.
No, we did the flying one.
Pour 1 thimbleful of dew into a bowl.
No, we need the flying one.
Flying one? Alright, flying like an eagle. Put 1 pinch of saffron. Alright, where's the saffron? Nightshade. Saffron, okay. Saffron into a jar of rose petal essence, which I think is this stuff. So saffron goes in there. You add a pinch of saffron to the vial marked rose petal essence. Alright, recite the following. Wave a magic wand over the jar of essence. Recite the spell. Trepidation, you prepare to recite the flying like an eagle or a fly incantation. Spirits of air, cloud and breeze, lend me your wings that I may seize the opportunity to fly. Allow me passage through the sky. Alright, well we did that. Wave a magic wand over the jar of essence. So there we go. Wave the magic wand over the vial of rose petal essence. Okay. Alright. I don't know why it took us away from that. To activate the spell at a later time, dip an eagle feather in the essence, if you wish to become an eagle, or a fly's wings if you wish to become a fly. And then recite those verses. Alright, that's good to know. Alright, so we got 1 spell made. Understanding the language of creatures.
We need dew.
We need dew. We have fish scales, we have reptile skin, I think. Do we? We have a small bird feather from a chicken. Do we have reptile skin? Just an empty container. Ground scales.
Yeah, so we need
ground
to find
scales,
something.
ground fish scales. We need to find the reptiles. Maybe the fish? No, the fish wouldn't work.
No, but we're chicken one.
Okay. Toad spittle. Oh, we could have collected dew and probably a thimble.
Yeah, that's what we need to do.
Alright, we'll have to find dew somewhere. Alright, so we got that, we got
We
that.
need seawater in a cup too.
Seawater. You actually might want to write some of this stuff down.
Not my job.
I think it might be goofy.
Ah,
Oh no.
making me get up.
Oh, I'm so terrible. There are all kinds of neat spells in here. Okay. Alright, so, first things first, language spell.
Okay.
Alright, thimble full of dew. Make sure to know which spell is which, of course. Alright, and 1 tuft of fur from any animal. Alright.
Are we gonna be able to make all of these?
I think so. Alright, 1 spoonful of ground fish scales.
We have ground fish.
Yeah, but it needs to be a spoonful, so please